We are brought to you today by Bonk's Bar in Philadelphia. Bonk specializes in seafood and good times. If you're in the Philly area, make sure to stop by, and on Tuesdays, our resident producer Jack hosts trivia at the bar. Mention Pop Culture Corner to Jack and receive your first drink on the house. For more information about the menu or specials, visit the website for Bonks or their social media pages. All of the links are in the description below. This was an easy one, guys. Head out, support your local service industry. Go to Bonks, grab some seafood, some beer and wine, play some trivia, and have a good time. We are brought to you today by Kai CBD, a Las Vegas-based health and wellness brand that crafts a full-spectrum CBD hemp-derived product line. Made with 100% love, the brand was created by a 20-year licensed massage therapist for her husband who suffers from chronic pain. Healing is what Kai lives for. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram and mention Pop Culture Corner to receive 10% off your order of all or any of their CBD-derived product line. Guys, their website is in the works. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram. The links are in the description below. Mention Pop Culture Corner and get 10% off. This ad is an easy one for me. Easy, as I use the products myself. They are wonderful. So head over, mention Pop Culture Corner, and get 10% off your order of all orders forever.
Dun, dun, dun,
I like the little...
Right.
I
Exactly.
love it.
Well, I like
Good
it.
morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Today, we're back with the morning show on YouTube, the home of Pop Culture Corner, I would say. I'm happy to be here. Make sure that you're smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads or live shows, I suppose. Join our Patreon, $5 a month, yada, 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 yada. Good morning, Austin. How's everyone doing today?
What's up, man? I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, you're awake this morning. Well, it's not really morning. I always forget it's 12 o'clock for you. So you're what? Are you an early riser or?
I am an early riser. I get up. So like it was like I think your first week. It was an off week. Whereas like I overslept a bunch because like I don't know, my mom just passed away and
right. Take your rest. You need to rest.
things after taking a while off. But no. I'm usually up at around 7 every day, and I'm getting ready and promoting the show and yada yada. But yeah, so yeah, typically early riser.
Nice,
I had something I wanted to start the day off with. I usually forget to do it, but I wanted to thank Caden, Nick, Billy, Odd, Adam, and that one Carlos for paying us each month. It's always pretty cool of people to do. I like when they pay. It's only $5 a month though, so if you do like behind the scenes stuff and outtakes of me trying to do scripted stuff, it usually ends up being a pretty funny time, and I enjoy it. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure to head over and get that. We also have some new merchandises ready for everybody.
I can't wait. It's my payday, so I'm going shopping today from that merch store.
I want to start it off with something today because we had talked about this previously. Talked about this a lot in length, ad nauseum, I think is the word. But I wanted to talk about Netflix buying DC films.
Yeah, my favorite topic.
Yeah, is it a pipe dream or is it a possibility?
Wait, was it Variety that debuted the pipe dream article? Was that it?
Um, I can't
Um,
remember.
I can't remember who it was, but I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, there's something in place because Downey Jr. is doing the Vertigo comics on Netflix. So, I mean, it would be great if they could make some deal, where DC goes to Netflix and still, I don't know, Warner Brothers distributes. I don't know, some way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it would work. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a. I wouldn't say. I don't know.
I wouldn't call it a pipe dream, that's for sure.
I wouldn't call it a pipe dream. I wouldn't call it a pipe dream.
Possibility.
Yeah.
So here's what I wanted to lay out, though. In order to be able to sell DC films to Netflix, Warner Brothers would have to see that there's not a future in money making with the brand. Or it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it to them anymore, right? So it wouldn't be logistical or a good business decision to keep the brand. Now, what would have to happen in order for that to come to fruition? I think that, because I've been thinking about this a lot lately,
Yeah.
that would mean that the next like 4 or 5 DC films would have to bomb.
Yeah.
Like bomb. I'm talking The Flash. I'm talking Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Yeah.
I don't. Aquaman. So these are movies that have made $1 billion before.
Right.
You know? So should DC fans, in order for longevity, in order to bring the brand where it needs to be, should we boycott films and TV? That would also have to come into play. It's becoming.
I mean,
it's becoming more apparent.
Do you think it? You think it's? You really think there's enough people that would go against the Batman and the Flash? I mean, because I feel like those, like the Batman and the Flash, right? They're kind of split. A lot of, at least what I'm seeing, a lot of people are, half the Snyder people are like, yeah, we want to see those, we want to, and then half of them are like, no. So even the fandom's divided. So like, if we can't all get on that, then they're staying at Warner. But that's what I'm saying. Do we think we could get everybody on board with something like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. If you could detail out how Warner Brothers is to employees, I think Ray Fisher has kind of got the ball rolling. I think if that could be more public, like if he could get that to more people, and then Zack Snyder would have to stand out. Zack Snyder would be the main person. He would be the guy to come out and sabotage himself. Basically, he would have to sabotage himself and say, basically, if the fight wasn't won, he would never work for Warner Brothers again. And if it didn't work, he would have to know that he would never ever step foot in a Warner Brothers office again. So
I think more likely than DC, Warner selling DC to Netflix, I think more likely we're going to see Warner Brothers disappear completely.
As a studio?
Yeah, or be merged with another. Yes.
No, I don't think
yes.
So.
Oh yeah. Look how many massive directors are leaving. Nobody is. Doesn't matter. Everybody is. Look, you have
studios, right?
But think about this, right? They are, and that's what I'm saying. That's what it's going to be huge. But look at this, right? Chris Nolan, right? He's the only director that they could bank on that his movies, original films, would make over $500 million. Guaranteed, right? He's gone. The Dune guy, the guy that directed Dune, Denis, yeah, he's pissed. He's already publicly said he thinks Warner Brothers has killed the Dune franchise by releasing it on HBO Max.
Okay, but the movie's good.
The movie is good, he said, but he thinks they've killed it by not giving it a theatrical release.
Damn.
because it was supposed to be a franchise. It was supposed to make like 2 or 3. Snyder, all these big Hollywood people, even Denzel this year had a movie on HBO Max, The Little Things, right? And he was so mad. You can look into this too. They had to pay him like a ridiculous amount of money for him to like not sue and be pissed.
Yeah.
Because think of Denzel. He doesn't do streaming. You ever see Denzel in a streaming movie? No.
No. But so here's the thing though is, these directors, Chris Nolan, I don't know how to actually pronounce his name.
I know. I just say Denis.
Yeah.
I know it's Denis.
But those guys, as sad as it is to say, it's not like they're replaceable because they're very predominant in the industry. Not as much Dennis or whatever his name is, but Chris Nolan especially. So Chris Nolan is now in talks with other places.
Right.
And his films are a big staple to Warner Brothers. They are.
And
that's a big hit.
Here's the interesting thing.
Snyder's also a big hit. People forget. That's a big hit this week.
And what did Nolan say this, or what did the Netflix exec say this week, right? That the only concern Nolan has is that he wants his theatrical release. This week we found out Army of the Dead is the very first Netflix film to go across wide theatrical release. So I feel like they're already
limited before, but it's like super limited, like maybe one theater, every couple states. I know it's usually not a lot. It's not a lot.
LA and New York for sure.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be big movie towns, like people have to know people are going to come out and watch it instead of just sitting at home. And I think and I think in order for this is what now I thought this is a really interesting topic because it also leads into, could Netflix actually own a chain of theaters? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Imagine Netflix bought out AMC.
Well, there was already talks, I think, of Amazon, in the beginning, trying to buy out like Regal or AMC. Last year when the pandemic started and things were like really bad, the theaters were kind of like freaking out. There were talks of Amazon trying to buy AMC theaters, I think, and make it like Amazon, there they could premiere their exclusives and all that. But I think that's a great Netflix could do the same thing, buy a theater chain, and then you have an advantage there too, where your Netflix originals, right, are showing exclusively at AMC, and on Netflix, right? None of the other chains are getting the Netflix originals. Right. So you're keeping the competition there, and same with Amazon. Amazon will do the same thing.
Right. So basically my thought would be, if you have a Netflix membership, there would be this. So because I have the top of the whatever, the highest Netflix tier, but there would be one above that. And it would be like the all access, the complete package, right? You get all, full HD or 4K, whatever, 4 screens or whatever it is now. Plus, you could stop in at any Netflix theater and basically just get a ticket to something that you wanted to see.
Check out the movie
in theaters rather than staying at home and watching it, right?
Yep.
And that would probably be like $25 a month. Instead of whatever $16.99 that it is now, and that would be a way that you could get these directors like Nolan, because Christopher, we do have our streaming service, yes, and that's always going to be there. That's what we built it on. But guess what? We have this giant chain of movie theaters that we can also release your films in, and people will go if they want to go see it in theaters. And we're not going to lose any money out of it either, because they're still paying for it. Even if they don't, if they're paying the $25. Even if they don't want to go see this movie in theater, they're still paying for it.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So I think it's a win-win for now. I really do think Netflix could do this, or whatever. No, maybe not Hulu, because Hulu's owned by Disney now, and I don't see that happening. But
Disney,
Amazon or Netflix, a very good contender to buy out a theater chain, or just start their own. I don't know. I don't know what's more logistical. I'm not a businessman like that.
I will say this. Look, I personally, sorry, there's a lot of Warner Brother films I still want to see. I'm very upset with what they did with Zach. I don't like it. And I hope, obviously you see this week that they're trying to replace Toby, and I know we kind of got into it a bit, but I think once you replace Toby, you fix a lot of issues. You take
I'm
care
not
of.
with that, man. Clearly, we're gonna have a. Oh wait, let me get it up. Trigger alert!
Trigger alert!
Trigger alert!
Hey!
Uh-oh! Trigger alert!
Oh man, that was perfect.
Trigger alert! Alrighty.
That was too good.
I'm not with you on that. I don't think Toby's as much of the problem as everyone else thinks he is.
So who do you think is the problem?
I think that if you could replace him with someone like Deborah Snyder, right? Mm-hmm. I think lead by example. The rest kind of like, have you ever went into a job and saw this fantastic manager, and people work so much harder under that fantastic manager because they have respect for them?
Right.
But then you go there the next night and you have the shitty manager, and no one cares and no one does anything. I think right now you're right. We have a shitty manager in place, and the rest of the employees are like, whatever, man. You know what? Who cares? Who cares? If he doesn't care, I don't care. And yeah, I do to some degree think that. And I think that if we could replace Toby with someone like Jason Kylar, even though that's not really like sustainable because he would have to get a demotion to do it.
Right.
Or Deb Snyder to be in that role. I think that, yes, of course, good things would happen. But is replacing just him going to fix Warner Brothers? No. No,
but it's going to fix probably like 90%. Because look, you put Deborah Snyder in there. You put Deborah Snyder in there. Who's Walter Hamada going to get all of his little DC films checked off, approved? Who's everybody? Who are the people we're going? They were reporting to Deborah. She gets to nope, yes, no, yeah.
Okay, but that's like saying, all right, you guys talked about Kathleen Kennedy, right?
Right.
And how you have to give her. I actually was listening to Into the West comics last night because I was I told people to go watch the show, so I had to go watch the show as well because I like it. And I think they do a great job. By the way, if you haven't checked out Into the West comics, they're on their push to 200 subscribers. And if you subscribe to us, we very much we support them. So if you can go over and subscribe to their channel, they're on their push to 200. And when they get to 200, they're actually going to bring someone out to see Black Widow with them. So it could be you. Could be you. And you get to sit next to Donovan while he drinks Red Bull.
Dude, that man and Red Bull. I'm trying to get him on here.
His eyes are wild, bro. Have you ever caught his eyes?
Oh, dude, I love his eyes. I've known him for like 15 years. I love that guy.
Whenever he looks into the camera, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
For me, his Trump impression is by far
spot on, man.
Untouchable.
His Trump impression is up there with some of the greats.
I mean,
but they were talking about Kathleen Kennedy last night. It's like, okay, well, if you criticize her for the things she doesn't do well, you need to give her credit for the things she does do well, right? So you guys at least respect Kathleen Kennedy, but she's done some things good. She's done some things bad. She's given us the sequel trilogy, but she's also put in place the Mandalorian, right? So it's the same. It's the same thought process. Are you going to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and expect all the problems at Star Wars to be fixed?
No, but there's not issues at Star Wars like there is at, I mean, those are two very different. I mean, look, you don't see Kathleen interfering with John and Dave on The Mandalorian story-wise. You don't see those types of things. And Toby, I don't know. So I get this vibe that Toby has it out for Snyder. I really do. Like I get this vibe that he continually is just ignoring, while people like Jason and other Warner executives, I mean, I feel like there's a civil war going on over there, and it's basically everyone against Toby. Toby's the main guy.
Right. Just to pause 1 second. I did put out a link on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to call into the show today, you can use that link provided. Don't add your camera. Just add the audio source, which is usually added automatically. And it'll walk you through how to do it. But you can call into the show today and share your thoughts and opinions live on the podcast, or you can just share them in the comments and we'll bring them up one by one and I'll talk about them like that. I do want to, so Prakash says, my speculation is that the Flash movie will act as a double sword for WB that will delete both Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, do you think that will be the case?
That's interesting. That's a very interesting theory.
Because I don't think a lot of people think it will delete Justice League. I think but who knows? Will they just decide, let's cut ties with it all? Let's get rid of it all.
I mean, that'd be so weird, because then we go back to where Superman died from Batman v Superman, or what happens?
I don't know. I don't know what happens at that point.
That's that would be wild, because if you think about that, then they could replace. Oh my God, no!
What? I don't know where you just go. I don't know where you just.
So
went in your head.
if they erase the Justice League in general, both of them, right? The events of that never happened. We go back to Batman v Superman. The end of it, Superman's dead. I swear to God, if that's how they introduce the new Superman, I will flip and. Yeah, I'll boycott it. I'll boycott at that point. I'll do more than boycott. I'll protest outside. I'll lead a little.
Yikes. Well, but geez, I didn't even think about that.
Wow. And then that would make perfect sense, because then they could get rid of Affleck on his way out, start the whole thing. Oh my God. No, stop. Yeah. Prakash.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This whole Superman deal has been pretty frustrating. Actually, today they're trying to get something started on Twitter, and it's to get Man of Steel 2 trending. To show Warner Brothers that Henry Cavill is our Superman. I'm in on it. On it. So if you want to show Warner Brothers that you're interested in Henry Cavill Superman and not whatever incarnation they're coming up with, head over to Twitter and use the hashtag Man of Steel 2, MOS2, get that trending. But yeah, so again, I don't think for me, I don't think, and listen, I'm not saying that Toby Emmerich doesn't deserve what he's about to get. I am 100% on board with him getting the boot, but I think Walter Hamada needs to go.
So what do you think happens then once Toby's out?
Once Toby's out, I think that they are going to start looking for someone else like him. I don't think this is gonna fix anything. They're gonna look for someone who is similar to him in thought process. If he was this evil, corrupt person that was, well, not evil and corrupt, but if he was toting the company line and he was doing all these things for Warner Brothers to move on from the Snyder Cut, why are they getting rid of him? That seems the direction they want to go.
I think
would blame it on Walter.
He's a business, but Toby's a business guy, right? He's probably looking at it like this. Even though everybody's mad, for weeks on end, for maybe since Zack Snyder's Justice League, a month straight, right? Every single day on social media, ever since the announcement of Zack Snyder's Justice League, on social media, people have been talking about Warner Brothers, DC, the whole property. I believe that he believes all press is good press. I'm not saying I believe that, but I'm saying he does. And I don't think everybody else at Warner Brothers is thinking that.
Right. So you think,
but as long as he's thinking
that yes. He ended up, so you think that they're pissed because he ended up going through with the Snyder Cut and did what I said not to do from the beginning, is give these fans hope.
Yes, and now they're facing the ramifications, and now they're now in a position where it's like, if they don't make these movies, they're just going to keep on getting bombarded, on social media, on all these. I mean, that's what's happening. I mean, people review bombed Godzilla versus Kong. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but like, that's what's happening. So they're in a position now. So yeah, I think they're mad at him that they let it happen. They're like, now we got to fix it, and he's not letting it happen because he's got this idea that, hey, as long as everybody's talking about Warner Brothers, we're fine. Because it kind of makes sense. Warner Brothers has a movie coming out like every 2 weeks on HBO Max. This is good for them. At the end of the day, even though people are mad, this is still good. People are still talking about Warner Brothers more than Netflix, more than Disney Plus, more than all these other. And it's all press is good press to some of these people.
And you don't think that?
I not in this case. No.
Yeah.
Not in this case.
I mean,
this is press. This is press for sure. But it's I don't think it's good. No. And there's other ways to capitalize on it that are so much smarter and better.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he'll be out. He'll be out as it looks like he'll be gone going forward. Yeah. But who comes and replaces him? Is it just going to be some other company schmuck, or is it going to be someone who is invested, like Kevin Feige?
I would be pretty surprised if they get somebody else like him, like you said, because obviously they're trying to.
Do we need his job to be filled? A lot of people don't realize this, but there's a lot of double jobbed people at Warner Brothers right now because of AT&T, and they have AT&T as employees that are doing certain things, and then they have the same exact employee at Warner Brothers. So that's why they cleared house when AT&T first bought Warner Brothers, or purchased the assets of it. They cleared house, and that was to get rid of a lot of the excess slack. So do they even need to hire someone else, or just bring someone, whoever at AT&T does it, bring someone in who knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing, is passionate, knows what the fans want to see, and lead by example. Be passionate, be interesting, take risks. I feel like that's one of the biggest problems is Warner Brothers is afraid to take risks.
Well, and like we've discussed before, is every time, a critic says something's bad, they take 10 steps back. Yeah. And so I think, I don't know. It'd be great. I'm trying to think, Deborah is a great producer. But also I am trying to think too, like, look, I am a big fan, right, of the Snyderverse. You're a big fan of the Snyderverse. Jackson, we know a lot of people that are, but there's a lot of people that did not relate to and still don't like Zack Snyder's iteration of the character. Yeah. Justice, Paul, we still have people that, and
I keep forgetting Paul's a loser and doesn't like the Snyder Cut.
Well, he's definitely not as in love with it as we are.
But could you see a world where Warner Brothers decided to part ways with DC Films, and maybe Netflix acquired it?
I think it's a possibility.
I think Warner Brothers, for the better of DC Films, in order to see these things get made the right way. And then, look, you'd be selling this property. It wouldn't be some cheap ass price. We're talking billions of dollars.
Right.
They could start something new. They have the Harry Potter universe. There's so many things that Warner Brothers has already, right? Mm-hmm. Is it better if you just part ways with the brand entirely?
I think so.
Fans, is it better for you? Is it better on a business aspect? Like, DC Films doesn't seem to be working out over at Warner Brothers.
I'm trying to think what. Well, I guess they had the pandemic, so you couldn't really do. Well, then again, you could argue that's not true. Batman vs Superman made $800 million. Joker made $1 billion. Aquaman made
Joker
almost
did not make $1 billion for Warner Brothers. It did not make $1 billion for Warner Brothers. It made $1 billion, but not for Warner Brothers.
Okay.
So you can't count that one.
Wait.
They lost money on Joker.
Warner Brothers?
Yes, because of Walter Hamada. Look it up.
Really?
Yes. Walter Hamada did not think that the Joker was going to work, and he sold things off that he shouldn't have. He didn't think the movie was going to be successful. He didn't think that audiences were ready for it. Sound familiar?
Huh.
And then the movie murdered it. Murdered at the box office. And Warner Brothers technically lost money or barely made money off of it.
Wow.
So these are the decisions that Walter Hamada makes. And that's why I think that he is also a large problem.
I agree. But who approves Walter Hamada's decisions? Who's on top of Hamada? That's what I'm saying.
Get rid of them all. Get rid of
Get
them
rid of
all.
it. Clean
Clear
house.
Bring in Zach, Deborah. Bring in Kevin Feige's no good cousin. Who cares? Bring in some passionate people.
Me and Tyler are available as far as we're
super
concerned.
available to give
Me and
you
Tyler are
whatever you need.
available and willing and able. We can plan this out. Just give us some time.
How much did Lucasfilm sell for?
I think it was 15 billion.
All right. And no offense to Lucasfilm. No offense to Lucasfilm.
That might have, and yeah, that was a little bit of an undersell.
Yeah, no offense to Lucasfilm, but you got screwed on that.
I could be horribly wrong.
DC, the brand, I would say $50 billion.
Stop. Oh my God, bro.
But you don't think 50 billion is a real number?
No. I mean, Disney bought Lucasfilm 6 years ago today for $4.5 billion.
Yep, and they made that back within 2 movies.
Yep.
No, it was probably like 3 movies, 3 or 4 movies or whatever it was, but they made that back almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so look at that. DC Films is a huge, because you have to think about all the TV assets, you have to think about all the film assets, you have to think about all the merchandise access, all of it is bunched together, right? So when you're selling this, and Star Wars is huge when it comes to merch.
Huge, yeah.
Huge when it comes to merchandising.
Yeah. I really hope George signs something where he's still getting residuals, because.
Does anyone know that? Is George still getting money from
I really
Disney?
Hope so.
Does he get money from Disney still?
I mean, $4.5 billion. He had to have known.
I could buy that. I'm just kidding. I couldn't buy that.
Listen, give me a few weeks and
for that.
Dogecoin. All right, we can boost this bad boy up, and I'll buy it.
Dogecoin. I'll buy DC Films. Dogecoin.
Yeah, man,
invest in Doge.
There's got to be something in there where he gets something. I mean, Disney has like tripled their investment at this point with The Mandalorian and with all the other stuff that's coming. You said the merchandise, the games, the video games. I mean,
someone check into that for me, because I can't do it right now. Check in. Does George Lucas still get paid by Disney for anything? I don't care if it's $100 a year, just for the fact that they use Lucas.
Does he get royalties from Disney? His estate gets a lifetime royalty for creating the franchise, but not as much as he did when he used to own it.
Obviously, that makes.
Let me see, but how much? How much money?
I mean. To look while I'm doing this.
Well, he makes $6.4 billion a year. So
okay, Jack is actually here, and that's what a producer does. Thank you, Jack. Yes, he does.
Yes,
Characters he created, he gets residuals, which is why they didn't use IG-88. I don't know.
Oh, so that's in the episode of The Mandalorian, that robot that Taika.
Oh, the beginning robot that Taika played.
Right. It's supposed to be, I guess, an older character, but they couldn't get the rights or whatever. So,
does anyone know how much he gets?
I'm reading something here that says he gets. I mean, his net worth's at $6.4 billion a year. So Disney's
doing fine.
Pumping him.
He's doing fine. I wonder why he never came back and made other movies.
He's been open about it. The fan backlash
about other films, like not. Star Wars.
just not Star Wars. He did make an animated movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then he wrote Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. or he had the idea for it, right?
What is that?
He was very involved with Indiana Jones, the last Indiana Jones
Oh,
movie.
okay.
In fact, I think
I'm not a
George
huge Indiana
convinced.
Jones person.
I think George convinced Steven to do that movie. I think.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I wonder why George just gave up on filmmaking entirely. So weird. Because I feel
hey
like he could
man,
be like a James Cameron.
but I think it might have been a smart move. George will forever go down as even with the fan backlash of the
Wow.
prequel
Yeah.
trilogy.
What a good what a good thought, right? Hey, I never lost. I
Yep.
only won.
That's why Steven should have quit.
He also said he wanted to make movies that people probably wouldn't. What?
Like his own
He
art
also
house
said
films.
he wanted to make movies that people probably wouldn't want
Probably
to
won't.
watch, like his
Yeah.
own art house films.
Yeah, he also said he became a dad. He wanted to be with his family and all
Right,
that.
but he's like 86 years old now, so clearly his family's growing up. Maybe you should just make one last like passion project and like
Maybe, but I know
whatever.
the prequel hate was a lot on him, and he was very open about that
But
because
people now like the prequels.
Yeah,
because of the sequels.
Yeah.
Right?
Partly yes.
George Lucas has a newborn?
I wouldn't be surprised. That man pumps it out.
Ugh.
His
first
first
child. Okay. Peace out, Jack.
I have to roll. It's still a hat.
Yeah, okay. So whatever. But here's the thing. My last thought on the whole thing is I think that Warner Brothers needs to part ways with DC. I think that it's time to move on. You have the MonsterVerse. You have the Harry Potter universe. I think there's so much more that you could be doing if you didn't if you cut off DC films and let a studio that wants to run it the right way.
I mean, even they're trying all these other franchises. They have Doom, Mortal Kombat. Like they're obviously not very interested in.
Look what Netflix did with characters people didn't even know, right?
Man.
Luke Cage,
Daredevil,
Jessica Jones, Daredevil and Punisher, I would say the exceptions. Iron Fist. Right. Look what they did with those characters, right? And I get it, right? Marvel was still involved to some degree, but look what they did. They made actual compelling stories out of characters people didn't care about the week before, right?
Yeah.
So, and say what you want about Iron Fist, but I'd still say it's better than most DC shows. Okay. You know, come at me about it. Let's go. But I think a studio like Netflix could really do some good with the DC properties. I really do.
Absolutely.
Like imagine a Netflix Superman movie. All right. Like, okay, a Netflix Batman series, right? Where we actually get to explore the psyche of the Joker or Deathstroke or whoever we're talking about. Scarecrow could even be an interesting story if you really wanted to make it. But I just think that, and they got the Game of Thrones stuff that now with the prequels and all those. That's not, I was going to say garbage. Wow. That would have been bad. I love it. It's not garbage. But yeah, I think Warner Bros. Has so much going for them that they really don't. If you're not going to focus solely on making the property work, and if you're going to half-ass it, you're better off not assing it, right?
So the attention it
sell
deserves,
sell it. Sell that shit to Netflix for $50 billion. I guarantee we could work something out. I'll be the liaison. We'll get that. We'll get it done. We'll get it done the right way.
That's right.
Sorry, Toby, but we're gonna have to call you. We're gonna have to give you a
thumbs down.
We're gonna have to give you a thumbs down on this one, and say that you are no longer the weakest. No, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Listen, Toby, you're fired. Okay, goodbye. Done.
You are the worst.
You're the worst. Absolute worst. I'm better. You're bad. It's huge. Goodbye.
All right. Hey, funny story here. So I got to episode 5 of Invincible.
Oh yeah. Right.
After I had to tune out of Into the West, I was like, you know what? I'll throw some on. And dude, I got a little bit more into it. for sure.
Did you finish it?
I did not. I did not finish it. I just told you I got to episode 5.
Oh, I thought you were at episode 5, like when you were watching Into the West,
No,
and
no,
then you
no.
were
I
like,
skipped.
"Oh, I'm gonna watch
I
more."
skipped over some things so I could see the twist, yada yada. But I went back and I watched from episode 2, 3, 4, and then I got to 5.
Okay.
And dude, it's kind of got me hooked.
Oh, dude, the last 3 episodes are gonna blow your freaking mind.
Yeah, it kind of got me hooked, man. I like the relationship, dude. When Homeboy. Oh, by the way, spoilers for Invincible. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are ahead. So if you haven't seen them and you don't want to hear about what I'm about to say, I won't go into too much detail. But I just wanted to ask Austin something. So yeah. So why I'm super confused on like why Homeboy. When I watched episode whatever it was 2, I think it was, and he kills all those heroes.
End of episode 1.
That's the end of episode 1.
Yeah, it's the end of episode 1.
Oh, and then 2, he wakes up in the hospital.
Yes.
I'm so confused on why he's doing stupid shit like that. He got me freaked out a little bit because he's got some demons in him for sure. When he goes to that race of aliens and he goes through the portal, and then he's like,
it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in an animated show ever.
Yeah, like the colors were just dark red. Yeah. But when what's his name? I know his name's Omni-Man, but what's his actual name?
That's a good.
Wow, look at you! You're a fucking fake fan.
Wow!
Fake fan alert!
Oh my god, what was his name?
Oh my god! All right, whatever. When Omni-Man says to the alien race, I don't think you understand. Yeah, Nolan. I don't think you understand that Earth is not yours to take over. I feel like he was talking about it's his to take over, which that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. I feel like he's like, no. You can't come here and do what you just did. This is mine. I've been here for whatever, how many years. I'm the protector, but I came here because I want to take it, and I'm going to put my dick inside of it and screw it. It's mine. So that's what I think. Could be. I don't know. He seems like he's got some mental issues, serious demons.
He's definitely got a story that is.
By the way, that little fight on the moon with the guy who looked like he was a Simpsons character with the one eye.
Oh, Seth Rogen. Yeah. Alan.
That was the most ridiculous scene I've ever seen.
But phenomenal. That's the. Yeah,
funny. He's like, is this Earth or Earth? And it's like, no, this is Earth, dude.
Earth? Oh no!
I'm so gonna get fired. I was like, is this really happening right now?
I loved it, dude. I was like, this is so great.
Cecil's got me wondering too. Is Cecil a bad guy?
I love Cecil.
Is Cecil a bad guy?
Cecil is pretty different in the show than in the comic, and same with
yes,
the wife Debbie.
It is, right? Yes.
It's written. Yeah, it's written by Kirkman, who does The Walking Dead.
I like how they do the title screen each episode, where it's like, we are not. And it's like invincible. Yeah, pretty dope.
So so for me, it's my favorite. It beats Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It beats WandaVision. It beats Bad Batch. It is my favorite show on. Right, I guess it's no longer on. But I love it. And if you think, you have you're on episode 5. The last 3 episodes are probably the best episodes of animated.
I'm on episode 5. I've only watched 1 through 4. So I'm on episode 5. I haven't finished.
5 through 8 are probably the best episodes of animated television ever put together.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty excited. And so what we're gonna do after this, guys, by the way, is after this show we're gonna go because we usually do the comic book show now on Fridays, but we're gonna hold off on that this week because it's Star Wars month. And Paul from Into the West Comics is gonna join us. Am I saying that wrong? Am I misquoting?
Yep, no, okay. You're correct.
All right, so he's gonna join us, and we're gonna talk about some Star Wars lore and universe stuff. So we would really appreciate it if all you stopped by and talked with us. It's going to be really fun. What time is it now? It's 1 o'clock. It's 1
Yep.
o'clock. So that means it's 10 o'clock for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what time is he done?
He's we'll be ready 10:40 by 10:45, 11 we'll be ready.
Okay. I did want to talk about a couple things before we went today.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, guys, we have a couple messages from the people that pay us money. Sorry. And don't worry, I animate it though. I do it. I do it. I do the things. I do it. We are brought to you today by Showcase Cinemas Deluxe. Right now, Mortal Kombat is in theaters, and we were live from inside the theater for all-day coverage of the film on April 23rd. Make sure to get out and support your local theaters now. See these larger-than-life movies the way they were intended, on the largest screen possible. Showcase offers X+, which is their large premium format theater. Not only do you see and hear the film, but you become a part of it as well. Find out where your local Showcase Cinemas is by heading to their website, www.showcasecinemas.com. Again, that's www.showcasecinemas.com, or by clicking the link in the description below. Remember, be Showcase safe. Showcase has implemented several protocols to ensure that your focus remains on the film, not on the pandemic, including new ventilation systems in each theater to ensure proper airflow, sanitizer on every wall, and so much more. Enjoy the movie the way it was meant to be, with a night out to the theater. We are brought to you today by Smooth My Balls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, are you sick of cutting yourself, nipping yourself with those old razors that you've used 412 different times? Well, Smooth My Balls has you covered. Your number one source for male grooming products. Dedicated to providing you the very best trimmers with an emphasis on service, friendliness, and overall good experiences. Smooth My Balls has come a long way from its beginnings in England. When they first started out, their passion was for male grooming. That drove them to start their own business and to find the best products suitable for easy grooming. You will thank me later, your privates will thank me later, and your partner will thank me later, because you're gonna be smooth as an egg. Trust me. Use code POP at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Limit one order per household per day. Guys, girls, get on it, shave up, get it. I almost started it again. Imagine I did that to you.
You're gonna give it to us again,
those balls, baby.
Smooth those balls.
But yeah, so I wanted to talk about this before we went today. These guys. And yes, trigger alert. I know
I'm
how
sorry,
it went last night.
I
know how it went last night when we started this. But I want to clear a couple things up. So you guys were speaking last night, and so Jake, I don't know why he was there, but Logan is the one who's fighting Mayweather,
right?
Not Jake.
Not Jake.
Jake's the smaller one. Here,
did
you know that they started off in Disney?
Oh no,
they were Disney actors.
Like Disney kids. Oh god. Well, yeah, see what happens. See what happens, guys. Miley, these kids.
They were YouTubers first. Like they did like funny. No, they were Vine. They were on Vine first.
Oh.
And they were part of those people that moved to California on the Vine circle.
Right.
And then when Vine went under, they switched to YouTube, and then they went to Disney because I mean they're pretty boys. You can clearly tell they're pretty boys. And then they went to Disney, and then something happened where the older brother went to this like suicide forest in Japan, and they let them both go.
Well, here's the thing: the brother, right? He went to there's a forest in Japan that's famously known where, your choice, people go and die, commit suicide. And he was in the forest in Japan, like taking videos and stuff and like laughing and making fun. And then there was something weird in the back. I don't remember what the details of it was, but it was pretty insensitive.
There was a body in the back.
Oh, great! There was a body in the background.
Yeah, and he was like looking at it like,
oh,
"Oh, I can't believe this is real. This is crazy," and like laughing.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, they're all dumb. And then he went from Disney to boxing. Logan, the older one. And Jake, I don't know what if he was on Disney before. I know he's been on YouTube for a long time.
Yeah, they were
Jake's
both on
been
Disney.
on YouTube.
They were both on the same show on Disney.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they were both on the same show.
Okay.
So
were they were both like at the same time probably?
Yeah, but they both got let go at the same time as well.
Okay.
All right, so something funny happened yesterday though. So this is the pre-fight conference, I believe. This is from ET, by the way. We do not own this video. I'm just educating people on what happened. Okay, so that's the kid who's actually fighting.
Yep.
That's him. It's being a little slow. I don't know why. Can you hear it?
I'm a busy man. I got somewhere to be.
What?
Oh, he's actually a lot bigger than him, dude.
Mm-hmm. But
look, this is respectful. This is how fights usually do it.
Yeah, because Floyd, you know what Floyd is looking at right now? A giant dollar sign.
Retirement just to get re-retired. I think you bit off more than you could chew, Floyd.
Dude, he's actually pretty big.
Remember this. June 6th. Tune in. Come out. I'm going to entertain. We're going to have fun. I don't have to talk about what I'm going to do. The world know what I can do. I'm willing to fight both in the same night.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
I'm willing to fight both in the same night.
No, you ain't. You ain't gonna be able to handle one.
But one thing we do, we kick ass. That's one thing I do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
We kick ass. That's one thing that we do.
Oh man, it's good to be back. I'm happy to be back.
I haven't fought in Miami in a while. I think the last time I fought in Miami was 1998, and I got Fighter of the Year. Logan Paul is huge on YouTube, and he has a huge following. You know, big guy, strong guy, and it's fun. It's entertaining. It's all about entertainment, and he's on. And of course, when he's on social media, he's entertaining the people all the time. Oh, this is gonna be a crazy event. I'm just glad that I'm able to just come back and still entertain and give the people something to see.
Yeah, I just feel inspired, man. I want to beat the shit out of him. Like, I really do. This fight means so much to me, to my fans, to my family, to everyone watching who thought they couldn't do something in life. And like that's the energy I'm going in with.
He's respectful.
Right? Everyone says this is impossible.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if he's BSing.
It was impossible that I did this that I had in my life already. Beating Floyd Mayweather.
Shut up. You're.
Well, I got nothing to lose. You know, like literally, I have nothing to lose. And so when you have a guy coming in the ring with that energy and a guy who has everything to lose, like he's putting it all on the line as a granddaddy. I'm nervous for him. June 6th is going to be historical. It's cool. It's a privilege. I'm blessed. I am grateful as much as I can sit here and talk to Floyd. I'm grateful that he chose me or I chose him, whatever the it is. I'm blessed and really soaking in the opportunity, taking full advantage of it.
Okay, so that happens, right?
If that's not the fakest interview, I'm sorry. But
so 1 second. So so that happens, right?
Right.
That's all fine and dandy, right? That's how the pre-fights usually go. They meet up, they face off, weigh in, bada bing, talk some crap about each other, yada yada. However, this next thing happens.
Replace your notebooks and printed documents with Remarkable 2. Only tablets.
Uh-oh.
Graphic.
So Jake Paul shows up and faces off against Floyd. Takes his hat and runs like a little girl. And then Floyd almost beats him down right there. Now, is this staged? Who knows?
That's not staged.
Well, you do see Logan right there.
Yeah.
Fucking arrest everybody here.
I think that was
Yeah.
a setup. I'm not gonna lie. He had his boys get me before I could even get involved. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Jake's outside already.
Dude, what did he do? Someone tell me what he did.
Jake took his hat.
Jake
and
took
that-
his
that-
hat.
Yeah, that sparked the brawl. Were you
Oh.
expecting anything like that?
Yeah, he told me he was gonna do it.
Oh, he told you?
I told him not to.
See, he makes it
You
like
went after your brother immediately.
Hey, if Floyd Security does a good ass.
Somebody got
These boys are big too.
nobody got beat up.
No one got beat up?
Does this light a fire in you now? I mean, you just
Yeah,
your
bro.
brother.
No, yeah, bro. This shit is so personal. This shit is so fucking personal. I thought this shit was gonna be kind of cute. We're going to put on a good show.
He said-
I'm not controversial. Make no mistake. We're formed right here. My brother, on the other hand, he got a hat collection. You see, that's what happened. He got a hat collection. I think he liked Floyd's hat. He just wanted to add it to his collection. You know, nothing personal. He just wanted his hat.
oh my god. That's not the video I wanted either, though. I wanted the one you.
I mean, look.
wanted the one
First
you
of all,
watched last night.
it's on Twitter. I think it might be in the group message on Twitter.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bomb.
Get Al Hammond.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let me Al Hammond.
Let me call Al Hammond.
I'm my
Let's
own
make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
Cool,
boss.
one night. Got your hat.
I want to see Floyd give these kids brain damage. That's what I want.
They already
I-
have brain damage, bro.
Good. Put him out then. Just
All right, so yeah.
brain dead.
So
Um,
so
Look, it's so obvious, right, that these guys, Logan is so fake. Oh, this is so personal to me. No, this is so okay. This is all about money. Even Floyd, he's not lying about it. He's like, man, this is for entertainment. He's I don't have to say what he's gonna do. He's like, everybody knows he's gonna go out there and absolutely put these kids to bed. To bed. It's gonna be beautiful, and we're all gonna get a great laugh out of it, and they're gonna both make $100 million.
yeah.
Like-
But yeah, so the pay-per-view is on June 6th.
Yeah, nope.
I was thinking about renting it.
I will be at a friend's house that they've chosen to pay for that event, and I will.
Yeah, I might just to watch.
I'll join them there.
Maybe I'll watch it with all y'all. Who knows?
I would. Yeah.
Not you. I'm talking about all them.
Wow.
I'll,
Okay, fine.
if you don't want to pay for it, we can do like a private watch party. Not on YouTube, obviously.
Right.
If anyone wants to throw down with me, become a. All you have to do, baby. Actually, yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Become a patron, and I'll do a private watch party of the fight. We can all watch together and laugh together. We can all do
There we
that
go.
together. It'll be a private patron event because they pay. And I'll buy the fight, and we can watch it all together. And make fun of whatever the hell's going on. What day is it? June 6th?
June 6th. It's gonna be historic.
You said it's gonna be historical.
It's gonna be historical.
It's called it's historic, by the way, idiot. Okay, so June 6th is a Sunday. Wow.
Oh, on the Lord's Day.
On the Lord's Day, he's gonna get his bum beats.
Oh man. That is too. You know what I was thinking about? I might want to do if you might be fun tomorrow night. Do a little watch party for our good friend and leader Elon Musk is hosting the Saturday of the night, and I just cannot wait for all the cringe that's
More
going to
like
come out of that. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's going to be hysterical. It will be hysterical.
So if anyone's down for that,
That audience.
Become a Patreon member. The link is in the description below. I'll pay for the fight. Does anyone know how much the fight's going to be?
Oh, it's
60?
probably gonna be like $50, yeah.
50, 60? I'll look it up. How much is the Logan Paul v. Mayweather fight going to be? I wonder if we can pre-order now. I'll do it right now. I'll pre-order it right now. If I can get, if all the patrons want to watch it with me, that is. I'm not gonna pay for it. If not,
Billy's down.
fight purses. Okay, how? I don't see how much the pay-per-view is gonna be. All right, Jack, you're watching. Find out that for me, please. Find out how much the fight's gonna be and let me know. And I'll buy it. I'll buy it today and send out invites to the thing. It'll have to be on Twitch, because that's how we have to do things. Or we can do like it'll be private though. So actually, I could do it on YouTube, but it would be private, unlisted.
Right,
no
you'll
one
get like a special invite or something.
You'll get a special invite in your email, and you can watch the fight with me, and whoever else from our team that wants to watch it with us. All right. So, all right, guys. What time are we gonna go on?
10:45.
Right. Well, no.
Or 1:45.
I don't like 45s. I don't like 45s.
Oh, you don't like 45. We don't like 45s.
I don't like
so
45.
No.
It's a weird number. It's 1:13 right now here. Guys, if you want to talk about some Star Wars with us, Star Wars lore, and just all things Star Wars, we might even get into some Snyderverse talk because me and Paul, man, we don't see eye to eye on that.
Me and Paul are not going to be agreeing today too. It's going to be interesting.
What's today?
Well, today we'll be discussing a little bit of Kathleen Kennedy, as we kind of discussed earlier, and then
actually, this is gonna be fire show. You might want to be there.
And the prequel trilogy, which he is not a fan of, and I am a fan of.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Tune in, folks. It's gonna be a really good time. I'm cutting this one short today because of it. But yeah, we love you all. Let's campaign and get Warner Brothers to sell. Sell DC. Sell DC to Netflix or Amazon. Hey, listen, I'm okay with Amazon doing it too. Just sell it. Sell it to Orion Pictures. I don't care. Just get it out of Warner Brothers' hands. But yeah. So you heard it here. Watch the fight with us. Become a patron. Take the show on the go. With all of our podcast platforms. Right. All of our podcast platforms, not just Podbean. You can watch the show live though, once a week on Wednesdays. That's really fun. All of our descriptions. Oh, by the way, now in our descriptions, I've included TikTok. So follow us on TikTok for some short, funny updates, skits, or just videos of me messing with the dog. Do whatever, follow us on TikTok. We're trying to get that built up. Started a little while ago. It's only 26 followers, but I've done that in like a month, less than a month. So I'm pretty happy. So follow us on TikTok. Got some cool stuff coming. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us everywhere you can.
Follow. Like,
because
share,
we're the next
subscribe.
big thing. I call you out, Logan Paul. Me and you in the ring tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
He said, never mind. I don't want that. Happy Resident Evil Village Day. Hey, that's right. I forgot. I may have to get myself a copy.
Yeah.
And play some of that tonight.
All right, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. And it's been real fun. Uh-oh, the lights went out. Uh-oh, we need more patrons. So I can keep the lights on, guys. The lights. Oh my God, the lights went out. I don't have enough.
These are happening.
I don't have enough money to keep the lights on. That's why I need you.
We want you.
That joke not land.
I liked it. All right.